a request for this song, and when I got into this line of music, it opens doors for you all over the place. It's quite remarkable. You know, when you're a carpenter or a laborer, you ask to do something, generally people don't do it for you, you know. But if you sing a couple of songs and write songs, we're more than happy to do it. It's a really weird world we live in. But anyway, I always wanted to go on a big freighter through the Great Lakes, up the St. Lawrence River where we entered Canada, and then right up through the Great Lakes all the way to the Lakehead and back. And it was kind of a dream of mine ever since I saw those boats. I love large, oily things that move, especially if they're floating. And these boats are wonderful things called lake boats. And they carry, you know, big, huge masses of ore, like 800 tractor trailer loads essentially in each boat. And the boat itself is enormous. And I got on it by being married to Beth, because I told her that's what I wanted to do more than anything. When she stopped laughing, she actually organized it for me. And I went on with a fellow named Mike Ford. And it was a great trip, wonderful. And on that boat, we met a really lovely man. His name was Bowser Macrae. And he was the third mate on that boat. And he was, by far, the roughest man I've ever seen in my life. He was a monster. And he had the voice he got a voice like a box of rocks is what he had, you know. And he's on there, and when I met him, I was lying in my cabin, you know, still asleep. I was supposed to be up at 8 to meet the captain, but I had a really late night, you know. And at 8 o'clock in the morning, he's standing at my door, you know, and he's awesome. And he's standing at my door like this. He has this other word, and he just hates me already, I think, you know, and I'm lying in the bed like this. Look at him. I'm thinking, oh my, oh jeez, oh man, I wish I had pants on. That's all I could think of. I could think of nothing else, man. He was intimidating beyond belief. I did work in construction for 20 years. I worked with bad boys who were just out of jail for a little while. They're going back, you know, those good fellas. But he was an enormous man and a really great man. I liked him a lot, but I was pretty intimidated the first time I met him. He takes us down to his cabin and he shows us, you know, where he used to live and where he lives now. It's all like a family thing, you know. And then, you know, finally he says to me, and that's my wife, Dave. She's sitting, I've got a picture of her on the video. And he says, that's my wife. He said, that's the greatest woman that ever walked the earth, Dave. I said, yep, she's the saving grace of me. And then with a dead straight face, he looks at me and he says, I was a rough man once, Dave. All I could really muster up was, surely not you, Bowser, you know. But oh yeah, he said, oh, I'm all right now because of her, you know. And so this man was, you know, an imminent threat to my well-being, seriously imminent threat. He just melted right in front of me as soon as he talked about his family. And then we got chapter and verse on the kids, and they're 21 years old, and they're down to 5 years old. And we got chapter and verse on every single one of them. And he phones them in the morning, and he phones them at night from the bridge, from the wing bridge. And it was kind of a touching thing. He's gone 3 months at a time. He's not as bad as we are. But he won't be home for 3 months at a time, and he misses them. That's plain and simple. So he talks to them morning and night, and most of the time it's just Donna and the little boy that's there. And he told me what his little 5-year-old son said to him one night, and it helped me finish the song I was writing about him. And it made me think of a Gordon Lightfoot song called The Edmund Fitzgerald, the record of Edmund Fitzgerald. We were on Lake Superior, and I'm in there, and I'm in his cabin singing him his song for some reason. But I just, in the deepest of the Great Lakes, I picked them to sing him his song. I'm in the cabin, he's sitting there like, you know, Politburo looking at me, I'm thinking, oh man. So halfway through the song, I'm thinking, I hope he likes this song, because Gordon Lightfoot said, this thing never gives up, it's dead, you know, so we're here to sing it for you, because Bowser likes this song, and he's become a bit of a folk hero in Cape Breton because of it. It's a lovely man, his name is Greg Bowser Macrae, and this is the Ballad of Bowser Macrae. We'll sing that tonight for Aidan and Alan. I was born in Cape Breton, I was born by the sea line, bridge and sweet Boulder Creek. And by age 17 there was nothing for me, so I headed for Thorold, washed up on the beach. And I slept in the jungle, left hard to befall, until I found myself standing at the SIU Hall. And with nothing to stay for, no kids and no wife, I signed on my morning for the rest of my life. And my back was strong and that strength never failed. And up the Detroit River on the Ferndale I sailed.
given from heaven above. And I call every morning, and I call every night. Oh, I wanted the love of my life. Now in the evening when we talk on the phone, she says, I love you, darling, when you're coming back home. And tonight, down the lane, I heard my boy say, he says, Daddy, I miss you more every day. But when I hear your voice, then I feel alright. He says, I love you, Daddy, good luck and good night. Now in the evening when we talk on the phone, he says, I love you, Daddy, when you're coming back home. And I was born in Cape Breton, I was born by the sea. By the sea, virgin sweet.